is fine. I think we're fine. Just... yeah, okay. Ooh. Almost empty. Come on. There we go. Cool. 2 more matches in there. Like, I'm using one on Sunday. Maybe I'll have to get a new box for next week just in case. We know that this could take a couple of tries. But okay, we can begin. And actually, today I got 2 new books. And yeah, we're actually gonna start with one of them this stream. Now Go on Grief and Studio Ghibli. Like, when I went to the bookstore today, I didn't have in mind to get this, but yeah, and it also doesn't 100% fit in the into the vibe, into the well, it fits into the vibe of it, but it doesn't fit into the category of this month, horror books. But you know, it's about death, it's about grief. And to be honest, I saw it in the bookstore and I thought it looked real interesting. So yeah, this is the first one. And actually it's going on the table right now. Because looking at the bookshelves, this would come at the very end of these ones. So yeah, we're starting with that. Okay. Next book, by the way, it's 2 new books. It's also not gonna take too long before we get to that one. Trust me. Yeah. So, today I've been listening quite a bit to an artist that I don't think I've talked about yet on stream. Okay, most music that I listen to is like rock music. Rock, hard rock, punk rock, whatever, pop rock. You know, your bands Linkin Park, Sum 41, Skillet, Simple Plan. Yeah, those kinds of bands, those kinds of music. However, there is an exception in the artists that I listen to a lot and that I really like. And that is a female singer called Renforshort. Let's see, her first name is Lauren and then something, her last name, I don't remember her last name, but she goes under the name of Renforshort. Canadian singer. Yeah, she does like more pop music, sort of. And the thing is, I don't. Look, a lot of artists that get a lot of recognition and musical artists that get a lot of recognition and a lot of fans, they deserve it. They do. Really, like, I'm not gonna throw like Taylor Swift under the bus just because she has millions and millions and millions of fans, and I'm yeah, I don't listen to a lot of her music, but you know what? What I've heard of it, it's fine. It's not my taste, but cool. Fans seem nice. She seems nice. So I'm not gonna say anything bad about that. No, but I just think Renforshort needs some more recognition, or maybe she doesn't need it. Maybe she doesn't want it. That she likes the group of fans to be a bit smaller, but. You know, she's good. She's like very, very good. But she doesn't have a ton of fans. Like if I bring her up here in the Netherlands, most if not no like no one, or maybe one or two people, but probably no one would know who she is. And I'm like, but she makes good music. Her voice is very pleasant for me to listen to. Like, I like the sound of her voice, but other than that, the lyrics are good. Good lyrics. The drum beats are on point, always. So are the melodies. And yeah, it's also not like that you have to listen to like this giant discography, I think is what it's called, to get through all of her music. No, she started like, I think like 5 years ago, something like that. She has a couple EPs, one full album, a couple singles. Other than that, yeah. And I just think she deserves more recognition. She deserves more fans. She deserves to be more well known. My favorite thing that she's done was she has this EP called Teenage Angst, and that thing is just perfect. I think it's like 6 songs. I think there are 6 songs on there. You can listen through it in half an hour easy. And it's an experience. It's an experience that I recommend to, well, honestly, if you like this channel, if you like me, you'll like that as well. Yeah, probably you'll like that as well. So yeah. Go listen to her. I got to know her through Mike Shinoda, you know, from Linkin Park. But a couple of years ago, he did a mix of a song of hers, I Drive Me Mad, from the Teenage Angst EP. And because of that, I got introduced to her music, and I was like immediately like, oh, this is actually pretty damn good, but it's not rock, so that's new for me. To think that something that isn't rock is really good. Yeah, not that she hasn't done rock. She's got like 1 or 2 actual rock songs, and she got a song. Okay, honestly, it's a song that I'm actually not the biggest fan of, but okay. She does have a song with Travis Barker from Blink-182, the drummer. Yeah. She did something for a movie with, I think, Nev Campbell in it. Not Scream, but another movie. So she's getting a bit bigger, but still, you know, let's give her a boost. If you see this, if you're interested, yeah, I'll throw a link to her Spotify, whatever, and you can go check her out. Let's see. Also, like as far as I know, she's never performed in the Netherlands. As soon as she does, dude, I'm there. I'm buying tickets. I'm going, and I'm dragging my friends with me if they want to or not. Let's see. Films. No. Let's need to count down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Yeah, 43, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ooh, barely. Barely. Let's go. Yeah, in the bookstore I saw that there's like, I don't know if it's a sequel or just the next book of Bella Mackie, but I am gonna look into it. Not this month. Not this month, but eventually I'll look into it, maybe get it. If the plot intrigues me enough. Yeah. Also, it's not going to be the first book of November. I already figured out what I want in November as the first book of November after the Halloween month. I'm Idiot. She, as I think I've already talked about on these streams, she has done a graphic novel version of Lord of the Flies, and yeah, I want to go get that book. I want to go get it. I want to read it. I've read Lord of the Flies just as a book already, but you know, I like the book and I'm a big fan of Idiot. So yeah, and I saw today that they actually have it in my bookstore. So. First week of November, it's going to be Lord of the Flies by Idiot. Because probably next week, like last week I pre-ordered another Fair Street like omnibus, but it wasn't in yet. So I had to go for something else. I had to go for, hold on. I had to go for this one. It says A Haunting in Venice, because that's what they call the movie. The actual title of the book is Halloween Party. I'm gonna put it in place of on the shelf as it was called A Haunting in Venice, just because on the spine it says A Haunting in Venice and it just looks better that way. But yeah, it's actually called Halloween Party. My first Agatha Christie. Very curious. Always thought that if I start to read Agatha Christie it would start with Murder at the Orient Express. But you know what, this just really fits the season. It's got Halloween in the title. So hey. And if I like it, I got a new giant book series that I can go through. Because that woman wrote a lot. Like a lot. An insane amount of books. I think she even... I might be wrong here, but I think she even wrote more than more Hercule Poirot. Or you know, she wrote more books than there are Discworlds. I think. Once again, I might be wrong there, but you know. But yeah, Fifth Street wasn't in yet. My guess is that it will be in next week. So that Fifth Street book will be the final book for the season, for the Halloween season. Which, you know, cool. Yeah. Works out. And now I still haven't finished Halloween Kills yet. I didn't have the time and the energy to read it further on. Maybe this weekend. Hopefully this weekend. I'm not streaming on Saturday, so I might finish it then. Yeah, I hope so. Halloween Ends. I'm not gonna have time to read Halloween Ends before the end of October. No. But I still might reread it before the end of the year. So. Now we're talking about the Halloween season. Let's go give you guys some Halloween related updates. First of all, the movies that I've watched the past week. Let's see. What did I think last Thursday it was that I watched the Blair Witch Project. Like the original, the first Blair Witch Project. The first time I've seen that movie was last year. Yeah. I really like it. It's a shorter one. I think it's like under 80 minutes. So it's definitely a shorter one. But it also has those like cozy horror vibes. It's like the movie that made found footage horror famous. Like that's the one. Blair Witch Project. In the years after that, it kind of fell off rather quickly because, well, there was Scream and Scream knockoffs, and then came Saw very quickly after that, and all those gore fests. And later on, we got Paranormal Activity, and that like took the whole found footage genre back to horror and made it big again, and now it's kind of gone again. You know? Now it's kind of tech-based horror, I guess. That's big. But yeah, if you Blair Witch Project is one of those classics that if you haven't seen it, if you like horror, watch it. Even if you end up not liking it, even if you don't like found footage, you should watch Blair Witch Project, just because how classic of a movie it is. And I waited way too long with seeing it. Like I was 29 when I watched it the first time. That's honestly, it's a horror movie that you can pretty much watch as your first horror movie. There's not a lot close to no gore in it. There are also no really like jump scares. A little bit of sound, but that kind of jump scares when you hear and that's it. No, it's called the Blair Witch Project. There is not a witch that just pops up in the camera with her head like whoa. No, it's not that kind of movie. It's really well acted, especially for people who hadn't acted before, or like had like little to none acting experience. But yeah, go watch it, stream it. Don't watch it on like 4K. Don't even watch it on Blu-ray. Watch it on, if you can, VHS. I can't, so I haven't seen it like that. I have it on DVD, which is like the crappiest version that I can actually go and watch it on. But because it's meant to be like found footage and it's from the 90s, if you can see it on VHS, go do that. Yeah. I think that's kind of the way it's meant to be seen. But okay, the day after that, I watched Megan, sort of. And I say sort of because, well, I put it on and like very soon I was on my phone. I was checking the Halloween forum. I was doing other stuff than actually go and watch the movie, because that movie has been out for like what, year and a half. I don't think it's been out for like 2 years yet, and I've already seen it multiple times, and it's not a movie that I can watch over and over and over again. No, so this time I was kind of like, yeah, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's a good movie. Don't get me wrong, but you know, and like Megan herself looks very impressive. It's well acted. It's not really gory, but that's because it's PG-13. But for a PG-13 horror movie, it's good. It is, and I'm gonna watch the sequel when it comes out. Yeah, it's just that I've seen it too much in too short of a time frame. Stay there. To like appreciate it, to have appreciated it last Friday. That's all. So I'll probably wait at least a couple months until I'm gonna watch it again. Maybe even a year. And then watch it again during Halloween season next year. Yeah. But okay, last Saturday I got Terrifier planned, but, and I know, a little bit of a controversial opinion, I don't love Terrifier. I think Terrifier goes a little too far for my taste. If you like it, cool, go like it. I haven't seen Terrifier 2, I don't need to. I haven't seen Terrifier 3, I don't need to. But my original plan was to watch it last Saturday, but then, like, I'm gonna make a bit of a detour here, and I hope I'll call back to what I'm talking about right now. You know me. It's like 50-50. Every Saturday I listen to this podcast, and the podcast, like they release new episodes every Tuesday, but I listen to them on Saturdays. It's a thing. It's called Ruined. You can listen to it on, at the very least, Spotify, probably on other platforms as well. It's this horror movie podcast where two women go over the plot of a horror movie, and the whole idea is that one of the two women is a big horror movie fan, and she loves all the gore and she loves all of that. She's seen it all. Well, not all. Sometimes they watch a movie and she hasn't seen it yet, but yeah, she's a big horror geek. And the other one is very curious about horror, but a little too chicken shit to actually go watch the movie. So the idea of the podcast is that a horror fan just goes over the plot. She just spoils the whole movie. Spoils all the kills to her friend. Who is too scared to watch him. That's why the whole podcast is called Ruined, because they're ruining the horror movie. It's thing. However, oh yeah, and like they have specific things, specific parts of it. Like the woman who's too scared to watch the movie will watch the trailer of the movie before the podcast, and she can give her opinions on that. And like, there's this guess the twist where, well, the woman who didn't see the movie gets to guess the twist, or sometimes the gist. If there isn't really a twist in the movie, she gets to like guess, like, what's it actually about? What's the actual thing that's happening? You know? And they give it a spooky score on the spooky scale. And then there's at the end of the second act of the movie, they ask who will survive, and it's so much fun. It's so much fun. And before they go into the movie, they always talk a little bit about their week, about what's happening in their lives. You know, to get a little bit, to stay relatable a bit. Wait, I need to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Wait, hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. No, that actually just works. Okay. But yeah, Ruined. Go listen to it on Spotify or wherever you listen to podcasts. It's probably there. But yeah. So I listen to it on Saturdays, and sometimes it's a movie. Now there are 3 categories for the movies that they do. Category 1, I've already seen the movie, and yeah, I've already seen the movie, so I'm curious what they think about it, but you know, it's nothing new for me. Category 2, they talk about a movie, and at the end of it I'm like, that was cool, but you know, I don't think it's for me, so I won't go and watch it. Or number 3, and this is what happened Saturday. It's a movie that they talk about, and what they do very cleverly is they'll talk about a movie, they'll spoil the movie, but you can still go and watch the movie and get a good experience out of it, you know? And that's what, and so sometimes the movie that they're talking about, if I don't know it, it does sound really cool and I really want to watch it. And what I'll do then is, after I've listened to the podcast, I'll look it up, see if I can watch it either that Saturday or Sunday somewhere. And this past week they talked about the movie Circle, or The Circle, I think it's just called Circle, which for some reason in the Netherlands on Netflix it had the title Kring, which, like, Kring is the Dutch word for circle. So when I saw that, I was like, oh wait, is this a Dutch movie that they've done? And I just watched the English translation of it, the English dub. No, it's an American movie. Like, as far as I know, on Netflix there isn't even a Dutch dub of the movie on there. No, it's just English, and in the Netherlands they call it Kring. I don't know if it's called Kring in other countries as well, but yeah. But well, the podcast made me real interested in the movie, so that Saturday instead of Terrifier I watched Kring. It's very interesting. It mostly takes place in one room. It's about, well, this room with circles everywhere, and on every circle there is a person. I think there are 50 in total in the beginning of the movie, and every 2 minutes someone gets killed by a shock of electricity. And pretty quickly they find out that the people in the room are able to vote for people to get killed. And you know, it's about the people wanting to survive, obviously. But also wanting to figure out what's happening. And they get suspicious of each other, and they start talking like trash on each other to get other people to vote on them to get them to die. And it's very interesting. It's actually pretty well acted. Not by everyone, but you know, that's what you get when you get a cast of 50 not very well known actors in a movie, in like an hour and a half movie. You don't get 50 amazing actors or 50 actors who get the chance to be amazing. No. But yeah, it is really good. Yeah, I definitely recommend it. Yeah, okay. Next up, Sunday. What did I? Yeah, I watched Freaky on Sunday. Also, a relatively newer movie, not that new anymore, but still. With Catherine Newton, I think is her name, and Vince Vaughn. Vince Vaughn plays a massive serial killer with a mask and everything. Catherine Newton plays the kind of stereotypical final girl, but they get to switch bodies. So that's the twist, aka just whatever, in that movie, and it's very well acted. It's very gory as well, which I really appreciate. It's very well acted by everyone in that movie. It just looks good. It looks confidently made. The ending, the first time I saw it, I definitely did not see the ending coming, because the movie goes on for longer than you'd think. But it stays good. Yeah. Yeah, that's just definite recommendation. Yeah. Like, I watched that movie for the first time last year as well, because at that point the director of that movie was announced to be directing Scream 7. He doesn't do it anymore. There was drama behind the scenes and everything. But I was like, you know what, let's see what he's got. Watch Freaky. I like it. I really do. Yeah. So, another recommendation. Monday. Ooh, what did I watch on Monday? Jeez, wait, what did I watch on Monday? So, Netflix? Was it a Blu-ray that I have? But hold on. No. I'm just gonna look through my DVDs and Blu-rays to see what I got. No, that was later. Was that it? Was it Pet Cemetery? think it was Pet Cemetery. It was, goddamn. No. 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 I do not remember what I watched. On Monday. Hold up. I might be able to see it on here. Guys, what did I watch last Monday? Cobweb! Yes, I watched Cobweb. That's what I watched. Cobweb was actually... Cobweb is a... Why did I not remember the movie? Cobweb was actually another movie that I got recommended through Ruined. It's it's a pretty recent horror movie. I think it's rated R. Might be PG-13 though. But like it has Anthony Starr in it. You know, Homelander from The Boys. He's really threatening in it, but also really fun. And the whole movie it takes place during Halloween, so it really fits the vibe. It looks like autumn. It's another one of those horror movies that is a comfort movie for me. Yeah, and it kind of reminded me of like it was something that Neil Gaiman could have written. He didn't, but it was something that he could have written, and I wouldn't have been surprised. Another like quick hour-and-a-half movie. I had to buy it on VOD. Yeah, I couldn't get like a Blu-ray or DVD or anything. Otherwise, I'd happily have bought that, but you know, yeah. Also didn't do extremely well in the box office, I think. But it also came out during like COVID times, where a lot of movie theaters weren't open or had very little seats, and just a lot of people that didn't want to go to the movies at that point, which I get. But more and more people should go watch it. Yeah, it's really good. Then Tuesday, was that? Yeah. Tuesday I watched Pet Cemetery. Once again, the original Pet Cemetery. I had seen it once or twice before. Very good story, very well acted, once again. Also read the book. Yeah, it's pretty damn scary. Has some good jump scares in it. There's like a kill in there. It's so good. It's so gory. Perfect. Good creepy kid. It's the kid that's also in Wes Craven's New Nightmare. Miko Hughes, I think is his name. Yeah, man, awesome, great movie. Go watch it. Go watch the original though, because apparently the remake is kind of shit. And I haven't seen it yet. I don't know if I'm gonna see it anytime soon. Yeah. And once again, a bit of a shorter movie. I think it's just over an hour and a half. But the thing is though, this was the first time I have the DVD of it, but this was the first time that I watched it on the DVD. Times before that, I think I watched it on Netflix. I don't think it's on Netflix now, but when I watched it before, it was. I found out this DVD that I got of it is so bare bones. You get to pick what language subtitles you want. That's it. Like as soon as you pick that, the movie starts, and No DVD menu or anything. Nothing, no extras, no bonus stuff, no trailers. It's just a movie. But you know what? It's fine. Because that's why I watch movies nowadays. Nowadays I don't really go into the extras anymore. I just go for the movie. And then yesterday I watched Final Destination 2. The original plan was Final Destination 5. But I was like, you know what? I've seen that movie quite a bit. And not too long ago they put all 5 Final Destination movies on Netflix. So I was on Netflix and I was like, okay, you know what? Final Destination 5, I've seen that too recently. Final Destination 1 I've seen a ton of times, so the same with 3. 4 not so much, but 4 also kind of sucks. Yeah, so I was like, you know what, I haven't seen part 2 in a while. So I watched part 2 yesterday. It's good. It's once again gory. There's this kind of a meme on the internet going around of like when you drive behind a truck with logs on them. If you get traumas, then you know what movie you watched when you were younger. That movie that you watched, yeah, that was Final Destination 2. Because in the beginning, man, in Final Destination, there's always in the beginning a big, giant, massive accident, and the lead character sees that in a premonition, and then they wake up from it and they save a couple people, and then the people die in other gory, imaginative ways. But like in Final Destination 2, the big accident in the beginning is a gigantic road crash, and you see a cop, and before that a truck with logs, and the log comes off the truck, shoots off, and just hits him in the face, and you see, well, the bloody mess of his head going out of the back window. It's gross, but it's so cool. But yeah, that's what that meme came from. But yeah, all the kills are very imaginative in the movie. For the most part, pretty gory. Not every kill was gory. There were some explosion thingies. You know. Yeah, if you can watch it, watch it. Watch all of them. You can watch even part 4. Why not? Part 6 is coming out, I think, like somewhere next year. I think. Hey, I want to go see it. I haven't seen a Final Destination movie in theaters yet, so yeah. And tonight is Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. I've seen that movie a ton of times, but on Thursdays I like to pick a movie that I can just, you know, put on kind of on the background, because I'm starting it directly after the stream. But what I'm also doing after the stream is I'm gonna upload it on YouTube and make the thumbnail and figure out the title of the stream. And I make dinner and eat dinner, and you know. And while I'm doing that, the movie is playing, and every now and then I'm really paying attention. And other than that, I'm doing other stuff that I need to do on Thursdays. So that's why on Thursdays I like to pick movies that I've seen over and over again, and I can just put it on the background. Yeah. And not in like a way with Scream. The first Scream, seriously, I've watched that movie a lot. But every time I watch the movie, no, I'm saying this wrong. Sometimes when I watch the movie, I put it on as just something for on the background, but I end up totally forgetting what I'm actually doing and just watch the movie. And then at the end of it, I was like, oh shit, man, I actually have to do some shit. Oops. But yeah, no, but Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. That's just, it fits the Halloween vibe. It's another movie that takes place on, or at least around Halloween. And yeah, that's for tonight. Yeah, those are the movies that I watched last week. Also, yes, last week I've watched Egg of All Along. The episode of last week was very good. My god, I'm not gonna say who died, but a lot of people die in that show. Damn. Great end of the episode as well. Yeah, and then tonight after the movie I'm gonna watch the next episode. I also was planning to talk about the new Dragon Ball series, because in my mind last Sunday it would have been released on Netflix here in the Netherlands. I was wrong on that. Tomorrow it's getting released on Netflix here in the Netherlands, and if I have time I'm watching it tomorrow. Otherwise I'm gonna watch it on Saturday. I'm definitely gonna watch it though. What I've seen of the animation looks really pretty. Really pretty. And apparently it's like what, 21, 22, maybe 23 episodes? Weekly? If I'm correct, weekly. So yeah, and the fun thing is, I think that during Christmas it will still be going, and every year with Christmas I spend Christmas with a family of mine, and someone in that family, my niece Melissa, she's a giant Dragon Ball fan, and partially because of her I got into Dragon Ball. So we can just, discuss the new Dragon Ball episodes. Maybe I can even ask her to wait with the latest episode and we can watch it together. That'd be real fun. I hope I can convince her to do that. But yeah, that's gonna be so cool. I can't wait. Seriously, that is the thing that got me excited for Christmas this year. To be able to go to my niece and talk Dragon Ball. Hell yes. Yes. Okay. I'm actually not done with Halloween news. No, I have a bit of an update on my Halloween costume for this year. Not for Halloween at my work. For that I'm doing Ghostface, and it's Ghostface. Not this mask, the classic mask. I am thinking about putting this mask on for 27th of October for Comic Con in Comic Con Apeldoorn. I'm going to Comic Con Apeldoorn. Maybe putting on that one then. And I got another costume planned for the Halloween stream, the Halloween bookshelf organization stream on actual Halloween. But 2 days later, yes, I'm gonna go celebrate Halloween in Haaksbergen with my friends Laura, Lisette, possibly Liz, that group. And I'm going as a scarecrow. And I already have most of the clothing here that I want to wear. I'm gonna buy a mask, a scarecrow mask next week, and a hood, like in the style of Hobgoblin from Spider-Man. Kind of like that. But what I also wanted to do is, I had these grey fingerless gloves, and I wanted to attach branches to it to make like a bit of claws. So I didn't buy it. No, I got some branches last Tuesday. Yes, last Tuesday. In the woods, I just gathered branches that had already fallen off of trees. Like, I'm not gonna pull off branches from trees just because I want something cool for a Halloween costume. No. Yeah, I did that. I cut off parts of branches that really fit like fingers. I'm doing 4 fingers on each hand, on each glove, like Freddy Krueger style, you know. He also has like 4 knives on his glove. I'm gonna do 2 gloves, but you know. Yeah, so I got those. I even started putting them on the gloves. I got 1 glove already done. Yeah. And in the coming weeks, I got like 2 weeks before it needs to be ready, before it needs to be done. A little longer than that, but you know. And it's gonna work, yeah. So yeah. Other Halloween stuff that I need to talk about. I don't think there really is more Halloween stuff for me to talk about. Is there? Let's see. I wanted to talk about the gloves. I wanted to talk about the movies. I wanted to talk about the books. Oh, yes. Yes, I still want to play the new game that they're releasing of the Halloween movie series. It's getting released tomorrow. I'm gonna wait to see if the game is good and playable, first of all. Then how much it costs, and if it's immediately available in the Netherlands. If all of that works for me, then next Saturday, so the 26th, yes, the 26th of October, I will start playing that. Yeah. So that is probably gonna happen. November 2nd, the Saturday after Halloween, I don't have time to stream because I'm in Haaksbergen celebrating Halloween for myself. But yeah, the week before that we start that, and I don't know how long the game is. Maybe we finish it in a stream, maybe it takes like 2 or 3 streams, I don't know. Then we'll finish it somewhere in November. And then after that, on Saturdays, Sonic X Shadow Generations. Yes. And on Monday, Final Fantasy VII, because I'm really enjoying that game as well. Was that all the Halloween stuff that I wanted to talk about? I think that was it. Okay, before I go on to the next thing I want to talk about, I'm actually almost done with this shelf. So let's finish this shelf up first and go clean it. Or we'll bring some water in between it. Oh yeah, the water, by the way, in my town is good again. We can just drink water, just tap water again. So that helps. Okay. Let's clean the shelves. Okay, next thing I wanted to talk about. For now actually we're getting to the point of it being like 2 weeks. I've had this pain in my left thumb, but like not just my thumb, but this whole piece. So, like it genuinely, it's stiff, and with certain movements, it actually kind of hurts. So I decided to make an appointment with my doctor to get it checked out, because I was like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's a bad thing. I've had it a couple of years ago, and what ended up it ended up being I wrote it down because I didn't know the English translation of the Dutch word from the top of my head, but my tendon, yeah, that's connected to my thumb is probably overworked because of the workouts. That's also what had happened a couple of years ago, and basically the thing now is there are certain exercises that I can't do for like 2 weeks. I can't do push-ups, and I cannot do dips, and I can't do muscle ups, but I couldn't do those anyways. So yeah, and there's some workouts I need to change my grip. But yeah, like it is kind of weird. This is the second time that I went with an injury that I got from working out to the doctor, because sometimes I'm a little sore, sometimes like my shoulders or something just really hurt, and I'm like, okay, let's just rest it for a while, let's not really exercise those parts for a week or two, and it's fine, and then it is fine, but it never really hurts a lot, it never really concerns me. But my thumb has done that now twice already. So, especially the second time, I was kind of like, you know, let's make an appointment with the doctor, because I don't know what's wrong. And the doctor even said, like, okay, just rest it for a week or two, but if it still hurts then, or if it still feels stiff or whatever, then come back and they're going to need to make a photo of it and see what's up. So I'm hoping that's not the case. If it is, I'm gonna get it looked after and let's see what has happened. But yeah, I'm hoping that I can just rest it for 2 weeks and then it's fine again. Yeah, today was the first day that I went to the gym after my doctor's appointment, because I had that appointment on Tuesday, but I had it after my workout already. So and on Wednesdays I don't go to the gym. That's a rest day of mine. Like I still walk like 16-17 kilometers on Wednesdays, but you know, gym wise it's a rest day. So this morning I went again, and I was like, okay, let's just not do dips, let's not do push-ups, let's not even try those, because I know that those hurt, but I'll try other things. And for the most part I could do everything. Yes. Yeah, I could do everything, I just needed to change my grip on some exercises. That's all. So no problem there. But what did happen at the gym is, like, there was this girl there working out, and she's there, like, I see her there multiple times a week. You know, and she's pretty strong. She really is. yeah, then, but I watched her at this machine that helps you train to eventually do a pull-up. It's assisted pull-ups that she was doing. And I was like, thinking at least, like, okay, but I think she can just do a pull-up. Because I used to train with that as well when I couldn't do a full pull-up anymore. But I found out that the way that machine works is you have a stack of weights, and the heavier the weights that you use, the easier it is to get up, because they work as a counterbalance thing, you know. And she ended up like on a pretty light weight, and I remembered that when I was at that level that she was at, and I gave it a go to an actual pull-up bar and try a pull-up, I could just do a pull-up. So, and she can do like good push-ups. I've seen her do that, and like I've seen her like work out with like pretty heavy weights. But yeah, I was thinking she could do pull-ups. She could just do regular pull-ups. And the thing is, I was busy with my own thing today because I was trying to figure out with my phone what I could and what I couldn't do. But I'm thinking that next time I see her and I got the time to talk to someone outside of my training, I'm just gonna go up to her and, you know, politely ask if she's training to do a pull-up and recommend her that to try, you know. The only thing that's really stopping me is like, no, there are two things stopping me. One thing is I don't wanna give off the vibe of like trying to flirt with her or something like that. Because no, I don't. That's not my goal at all. Actually, it's a pretty goal, but it's not. No, that's not my goal there. But the other thing is, I don't want it to come off as like macho mansplaining, like, "Ooh, little girl, let me tell you what you can do." No, because people do that at that gym sometimes, and I've done it to me, and I'm like, dude, just let me work out. Let me do my own thing. You try to make me do exercises in a way that doesn't feel right, and I won't listen to that. So I'm hoping that I can approach her with like an open mind, like, hey, if you want to do regular pull-ups, I think you can do it. Like, sort of like that, you know? And I hope she isn't offended by that. I'll probably even like tell her that I hope that she's not offended by that. But I don't know. I don't know when I'll see her. And I have time to do that, but yeah. Left collection. Oh yeah. Now that we're talking about girls and women and that stuff, sort of, yeah. Like, I have this woman living in my building, and when we started talking a bit, we talked a bit yesterday, But do you guys know that feeding with certain women that, like, you have women that you call girls because they just give up that vibe, and then most women it's just, yeah, that's a woman or man. We call it mevrouw in Dutch. Mrs. whatever. But then, and to me it doesn't happen very often, but sometimes you meet a woman and you're just like, okay, but this is a woman that gives off vibes like a lady. And not in a snobbish way that you see them in cartoons and over the top movies where they think no one is good enough. No, but when you see that woman, you're just like, yeah, she deserves respect. She's very kind, but yeah, that's what you call a lady. Or, oh, in English you have, you got like dame. I think that's sort of like a sir. You got, yeah, for women it's dame. In Dutch, the Dutch word for lady is dame. Spelled the exact same way, just pronounce it differently. That's what you call that woman. And yeah, it's just something that I noticed. Like with some women, you notice that. This is all Unseen University. This is all Unseen University. Okay. There. You there. There. And there it fits. There. Okay. There. Oh yeah, you might be able to notice a little bit of a difference on me. First of all, I got my new glasses. Like I thought. Damn, there's a smudge on there. I thought yesterday that my eyesight got a little worse, and last Friday I got to pick up my glasses. I got 3 new ones. You mostly see, you mostly see this one, but I got 2 others that you might also see over the streams sometimes. Yeah, they fit really well. Like I like them, I like the designs as well. Yeah. But also, Wednesday I got a haircut, because it was just necessary for me to get a haircut. It got too long for me to easily just do something with it, because I'm lazy. Yeah, I got it and now I'm good till November, but the thing is, I got there Wednesday at like 9:30 in the morning. No, I had an appointment at 9:30 in the morning, and I got there at like 9:20. So I had to wait for 10 minutes before I got to get on the chair, and fine, yeah, but okay. But I got on the chair and I was sitting there, and at that point it really was like 9:30. But they didn't really plan it out at the hair salon. So the woman giving me a haircut was still working on the girl getting her hair colored. So like I had to wait there in the chair for like 10 to 15 minutes And I'm a little awkward with those things. So then you just sit there and I could see the other hairdresser watching like, oh, but do we need to say something? No, you really don't need to say something in that situation. But I was kind of like, okay, this is just not well planned out. You shouldn't have put in the possibility on the website for me to get an appointment at 9:30 then. Just make it at 9:45 and it's fine. But, you know, it's... The hairdresser, when she got to me, she apologized. And I was like, it's fine, seriously, no problem. And she cut my hair and she did it pretty well, so, you know, it's fine. And now I don't need to go until late November, early December again. Probably. So that works. That works really well. See, it's the next shelf where we see them fill up. I think it's the shelf after that. Yeah. Because I'm curious. I think this, once again, these shelves will fill up, but I'm curious if we're gonna have to move one of the books here. One of the new books then there. Oh. I got an email of my boss yesterday with actually some information about a what do you call it? Like you know what a TED Talk is? Like something like a TED Talk, but it's not from TED. It's not an official TED Talk, but you know what I mean. From a woman who's going to my town and she's going to talk about a potential connection between sleeping problems and autism. Because if you guys didn't know yet, I have a form of autism. But also, I set up a group where adults with autism can come to, like a small group, and they can talk about, about their autism and problems that they encounter, and they can share, me as well actually, the whole group can share their experiences and also share what, like, helpful tips on like what to do in those situations, or what they do in those situations, But my boss sent me this mail about this talk with like the information, hey, maybe this is something for your group, give the information to them, they might want to go. And also like it's like $250 to get there for a ticket. It's nothing. But I was also thinking, hey, I kind of want to go myself because I'm very interested in it. Only problem is, it starts on a Friday at 7 p.m. and guess what is also on Friday at 7 p.m. my second shift at Game Club. So now, this Friday, I need to ask my coworkers if it's okay for me to have that night off to go to that reading. It's called a reading. To go to that reading. And I really hope to say yes. And I was talking to my dad about it yesterday. And he really wants to go with me if he is free from work. Because he cannot just get a night off from work to do one of those things. Because what I do at the club, that's volunteering. So it's a little, and I'm in a bigger group, so it's a little easier to get a night off for those things than my dad does. But I was thinking, if my dad, if I can get that night off, but my dad has to work, I'm gonna ask my friend Koen if he wants to go. Because he studies psychology. And I think that he might also find it interesting to go to that. Because my dad's first idea was, if he can't go, for me to go with the group that I lead on of adults with autism. That or the participants of Game Club. But I was like, I kind of just want to go for myself. I kind of want to go there not needing to lead a group, but just, you know, be there as an interested participant. Or audience member, at least. And he got that. So, yeah. I'm hoping I can go. I really do. So this one. Also, yeah, my dad is back from his holiday in Portugal. We had a good time there. We haven't talked about his immigration plans after he's retired. Because like it didn't feel right to start talking about it yet. Yeah, animals have been taken care of in a positive way, not like dead. No, like they've been fed. They're everything I cleaned there was done well. My aunt and uncle are back home. They had a good time in my town. So yeah. But yeah, I was talking about the mail from my boss that I got. Like that did remind me, because with Game Club we're gonna do this whole Halloween thing next Friday, not tomorrow, but you know the week after that, the 25th. And this is it. That's where we find out. Me and a coworker of mine who have put all of it together, we have been talking like, yeah, we need to send something, or we need to get something sent to like the parents or the caretakers of the participants of Game Club, that it's official, that they can come in costume and what the plan is and everything, but we just hadn't done it. So yesterday when my boss emailed me, I was like, oh yeah, wait, let me send back an email with a request if they can put out a mail with what we're gonna do. So they've done that now, and yeah. But this morning, my boss actually called me up and I was like, oh no. Like, did we do something wrong? Were we actually allowed to do the Halloween thing? No, nothing like that. There was a problem with a beamer that we got there and she couldn't get the sound working. And I just kind of asked what was wrong and potential things that could work. No, she had tried all of those things. still didn't work. So now I'm just hoping that is this right? Yeah. That's right. Okay. I was kind of like, is this correct with the books? Yep, it is. But yeah, now I'm just kind of hoping that next Friday when I'm there for Game Club, it all just works, or I can get it to work in some way. So otherwise, that also means no sound from Game Club. Or at least for Smash Bros. No sound. Oh, yeah. Talking about Smash Bros. Ooh, this game's hits, which means that one next book is going on the lowest shelf here. Yeah, talking about Smash Bros. Usually what we do at Game Club with Smash Bros. Is at Game Club 2 in the evening, we the second half of that we play Smash Bros. And at the end of it, the one who lost most battles has to do a certain amount of push-ups. And it doesn't matter if it's a participant or a volunteer, they know what they're up for. But the thing is, with my thumb tendon injury, I'm not allowed to do push-ups. So, I can play as badly as I want to, without any consequences. Ha! I'll still try my best to win, of course. Because what's the fun in it if you lose on purpose? That's no fun at all. Yeah. Stand up again. My God. I did a leg exercise today, and my legs have still not forgiven me for it. Ah. Almost done that with you have to stand up and sit back down again. Now I really sound like an old man, do I? I got a feeling that there aren't any books going from these shelves to those shelves today. I don't think so, at least. But this will be filled up again. Ooh, my phone really wasn't happy with that one. Ugh. Okay. Now the M's. For the M's I can sit down a bit. Yay! So, I've been watching a lot of Pokemon this past week. Like, on Netflix there is the series Pokemon Journeys, and I haven't seen it yet. It's the last of the 3 series that take place in like the same story arc with Ash. And the reason I hadn't seen it yet was come here, yeah, thank you books. Was well, I used to watch Pokemon a lot throughout starting from the original series, going all the way through Diamond and Pearl, and quite a bit of Black and White, but then I got too old and I tried watching it again with X and Y. I didn't like it, and then I tried it later on with Sun and Moon, and I really didn't like it. Oh yeah, this fits, but this barely fits and it's filled up again. Yay. So when Journeys got there, I just didn't want to watch it. But now I started it, and I gotta say, I really like it. Like, you can actually, first of all, the animations are awesome. The Pokemon battles in that series, what they do in those series is what in my mind were the Pokemon battles in those earlier seasons. They didn't look that good, but in my mind it was that good. So that's awesome. Ash has actually grown quite a bit. You can actually see that. Other trainers have respect for him. Apparently in Sun and Moon he won that Pokemon League. So yeah, people respect him for that. And yeah, everything just kind of works. It's new. It's not just him going after badges in the Galar region. He goes to the Galar region occasionally, but he's like in this lab working for a professor, and he goes. Oh no, hold on. He goes to all the regions with his friend Go, who's also a good side character, by the way, with actually some depth, so that works. And they just do missions there, and then he's started to battle trainers to get up in ranks to eventually go to a big game to fight the top trainers of all time or something like that. To fight Leon, who is the world champion. Yeah, that's what he's doing. And yeah, I'm just really interested in it. And it all works to Ash's final episode. So yeah. And also, that did inspire me to pick up Pokemon again. Like not for Twitch, not for streaming on YouTube or anything like that. Not just, for myself. So I started playing Pokemon Sun again. I just started yesterday evening, so I'm not that far yet. There's a lot of introduction in that game. Like a lot of introduction talk, like too much, honestly. But, it looks good. I can just easily play through it. Yeah. I know I don't have any updates yet on Pokemon Days, but as soon as I do, you'll get to hear it. Stay there. Oh yeah, finished Trick or Treat. Yeah, it's just a good non-fiction Halloween book. I recommend it. That one I really do recommend. I also finished You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight. So I use this app to register the books that I have, to register what I'm reading, how far I am in books, called Bookshelf. But on Bookshelf you can also give ratings to books that you've read. Like it's a simple 5-star rating system. That book, You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight, had more than 50 reviews. which, you know, for a smaller app is a good amount of numbers. And it had a score of 3.96 stars out of 5. And let me just say, it now has a score of 3.95 out of 5 stars, because I gave it a star review. I gave it a 3.5. And I gave the book a 3.5 because, well, I'm getting a bit more critical on the books that I'm reading. I'm not just giving out like, 1 star, 5 stars, or no stars. No, nowadays I'm actually starting to think more about what I've read and what I like about it and what I don't. And with that book, with You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight, I got... You know what? Let's start with the good things of it. The good things of it, the ending, I didn't see the ending coming. The ending was really surprising in a good way. Yes. And there were some pretty gory bits in there as well. Yes. And it was an easy read. It was a fast read. All of that. Really good. Yeah, I'll really give it that. A couple twists in there that I didn't see coming. However, that book is... I'm not doing this right. Hold on. I am so not doing this right. Sorry. Okay, can we just go on now? Hold on. That. No, yeah, that is right. This there, and now we can... Okay, while I'm doing this, I can go and complain about the book. That book, You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight, is less than 250 pages, but the first 100 pages is built up like slightly and introducing characters. That's too much. For a slasher story, that's too much. I expected, if a slasher story is 250 pages long, if you spend like the first 50 pages, 50, 60 pages to that, fine. But then you go into the action, because that's why you read a slasher story. No. Like, close to the first half of that book is setup. And that's too much. That's too much for a book like that. So that's one complaint that I got. Another one that I have was, it's just that it tries to do the Scream thing when they reference other horror movies in it, like Halloween, Friday the 13th. But the thing is, they just kind of name drop it and that's it. They don't do anything clever with it. And there's a character in that, I don't remember the names. I don't care about those characters. I don't care about the names. But there is a character in that actually explains rules of a horror movie and how to survive a horror movie. Like Randy in Scream and later on other characters in Scream. They don't even reference Scream in it. Not in the context of the character explaining horror movie rules. No, that's just a blatant ripoff of Randy from Scream. That actually is a ripoff. Without acknowledging it. If they would acknowledge that it's a bit of a ripoff, you know, sure, cool. But no, this is just taking the idea of Scream and getting real lazy with it. And no, I cannot appreciate that. So all in all, yeah, I gave it like a 3.5 because the ending surprised me. That bumped it up from 3 to 3.5. And I like the gory bits. There are good gory bits and certain twists. Yes, so it's not a 1 or even 2 star. No, I won't give it that. But I don't get it. I don't get why it was at almost 4 stars. It still is almost 4 stars. With over 50 reviews. Like, I'd say it should be dangling around the 2.5, 3 star mark. Is it just a writer? Is it just... What's her name? Galen Baron? Does she just have like a giant fan base who's like, oh, well, but it was written by her, so I'm gonna give it 5 stars even if I don't actually read it. Or if I read it that I don't actually think it's 5 stars worth. Like, there will always be people who give it 5 stars and they actually like it, and that's why they give it 5 stars. Sure, but not that many people. Seriously, I don't get it. But yeah, that's a book that I don't recommend. Like, if you need something to read, fine, I guess. But there are way better books out there. Way better slasher books already out there. Read Grady Hendrix. Yeah, that's a good horror offer that I recommend. Read the Dreadwood series. Read Jennifer Kiddick. Sure, do that. You know, if you, because I feel bad only recommending male authors. Yeah, read Jennifer Kiddick. She's awesome. Don't read You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight. It's no. Hopefully, with Agatha Christie, I won't be that judgmental of it, or I at the very least like it a bit more. I should. Apparently, she is very good. And hey, even the Doctor, as in the Doctor from Doctor Who, recommends Agatha Christie. So, well, he did also recommend J.K. Rowling, and that. That was before we knew better. Percy Jackson's. Time to go off the shelves for a bit. After that, I need some water again. I mean, damn. Oh yeah, and I finished Little Misfortune. Last Saturday we finished Little Misfortune. I love that game. There's also twisting in it that I think is really good. And I'm kinda hoping that the podcast room that I talked about, I know they usually do horror movies, but if they ever do a horror game, that they do that. Because I think they can really nail that. And that's kinda what I described the experience of playing it to my dad. Because I was kind of like, I went through that game in less than 4 hours and it cost $20. which is a bit steep for a game usually. However, I know I'm gonna replay that game. I know I'm gonna replay that game multiple times. Because it kind of feels more like a good movie that you paid $20 for the Blu-ray and you watch it multiple times, or a good book that you paid $20 for and you read it multiple times. That's what that game felt like. Like a game that you play multiple times. So if you then pay $20, then in my mind I need to play it like 5-6 times in total, and then I got my money worth. Like, I need to be able to play it an hour or euro for my mind to like be good on it. With Animal Crossing, like at this point, I could have spent $400 and I'd still be good. Yes, I got over 400 hours in that, which are still rookie numbers because I know people that got literally thousands of hours in the game, in that one game, in only New Horizons. Damn. Yeah, I definitely recommend it. Although, if you're one of those people who only plays the game once, wait till it's on sale. Then pay like $5 for it. Then get it, then play it. Take an evening. Just play through the game. Get fully immersed in it. Yeah, definitely recommend. By the way, I'm almost... hold up, first water. I'm almost at the point where I got through the hours to money ratio that I need to get to on Final Fantasy VII. Like, I'm already halfway there. I bought it for like €8 because it was on sale. And I've already played it for over 4 hours. So give me 2 more weeks and I'm there. Like that goes fast. On an RPG, that goes really fast. Oh, my phone also didn't like that. That's super annoying, but okay. Oh yeah, by the way, yes, I'm wearing a t-shirt because it's 19.5 degrees inside. It doesn't feel 19.5 degrees, it feels more like 17. It's grey outside, yes, but it is kind of warm. The outside it is like 17, 18 degrees. Stays that way tomorrow and then it gets a bit colder again. Yeah. We got warm. Yesterday it was even sunny and warm. Like, I could easily go out, and I did easily go out in a t-shirt. No sweater, no coat, no anything. I saw a lot of people go out in sweaters and coats, and I was like, guys, come on, it's not that cold outside. But yeah, that's why I'm just wearing a t-shirt. Still in style for October, but t-shirt. Think if I get my new Fear Street book in next week, we're gonna be moving quite a lot. Then there's a good chance that the final 2 books in here are gonna move over. But that means this one can move over. That means that these ones might all move over. And this one gets over a lot. Yeah, maybe next week is gonna be a big one for these shelves. Yeah. Awesome. Scary swords sit down in the dark. Right there. Let's see. Okay. First that one. Oh, another news, probably the final little bit of news that I got. It's nothing special. Like I told you guys, I have that Nespresso machine now. And I found a good, like regular coffee. I didn't have like a good regular coffee yet. And I got one. It's like the Starbucks House Blend, I think it's called. Yeah, but like there was a sale. So now for less than $9, I got 40 of those cups. Cool. Yeah. Sorry, it's adult stuff, but I like that. I found a taste that I like in that. So I'm gonna be good again with regular coffee at least till like late November, end of November. And I still got flavor, so I'm gonna be good for longer than that. And also, like, I bought this syrup, this pumpkin spice syrup. I don't really taste the pumpkin spice. I tasted a little bit, but not much. Not that I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do this every time I'm getting a regular coffee. No. But yeah, now I just need to buy like a good espresso. But I think with a good espresso, you just need a strong espresso cup, and that's about it. They have it from Starbucks, but there's also another. Oh yeah, no wait, you don't fit. Another brand of coffee that I like. I'll look it up real quick. Be right back. I'll look up the brand. Cafe Real. That's the brand of coffee that I also like. They also have like strong espresso cups, so I might first try them. They're also like a good $1.50 cheaper than Starbucks is. So if it's good, I'll stick with that for the espresso. But then I have espresso, then I have the espresso that I like. I have the regular coffee that I like. I have like different flavors that I like. They do chocolate espressos that I like. I found a decaf that I like as well, but they also have a decaf of the house blend, so I might go for that. I'm not quite sure yet. Yeah, it took me a bit, but I got the coffees that I like, and I got like a ton of coffee cups that I got for testing that I don't like. So now I need to find someone who has an espresso and who'd like them, so I can just give them away. treat. What do you do? Put it down there. Oh yeah, I need to make sure that on Halloween itself, I do have some candy in the house. Because, I don't know, maybe I do get trick-or-treaters, and just in case I do want something here. Trick-or-treat isn't a big thing around here. Who knows? So yeah, I need to remind myself that I do that. Which is... Boop. These ones. Doesn't make sense. Was the wolf book already there? Oh, it is now, at least. Okay. You and you and you. Final book, and we are done. Oh, we've been gone for a bit. Okay. Well, that's the end of the stream. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can like, you can subscribe, you can put a comment. I really appreciate all of that. In the description you'll find a link to my Instagram. I post streaming schedules there and books that I'm reading. You can follow me on that. There's also a link to my Twitch page. You can follow me on that as well. There will also be a streaming schedule on there. You can follow me there. Once again, yeah, I already said that. And you'll get notifications whenever I go live, be in chat, watch me do this live, all that fun stuff. There's a link to the official Dark Hedgehog Boy 94 Discord. You can just go and shit talk about me if you want to. I'll barely read it anyways, but it's there. There'll be a link to the Spotify playlist of the background music of this stream. And finally, I'll throw a link there to Renforshort on Spotify. It's see if you like it. Hopefully you do. Yeah, so like I said before, this Saturday I'm not going to stream. I'm taking the Saturday off. But next Monday I'll be back with Final Fantasy VII. And then next week there will be, well, another bookshelf organization stream where probably once again there's gonna be a lot of movement over there, but probably, hopefully. Yeah. Having said that, I hope you guys have a good morning, afternoon, evening, night, weekend, whenever you're watching this, and see you guys later. Bye.